Hello, this is Heather Murphy, principal of Dr. Charles Best Secondary School. This little video we're hoping to outline just most of our course electives that we offer at Best. So we're hoping that you'll take the time and energy and maybe even have a little notepad and jot down some questions as you watch through the video and see just some of our amazing teachers who are here to offer you some courses that you would otherwise probably not be able to take. I always kind of think of those electives as the courses when you finally get out of high school and you're an adult and you think, oh, I'd really like to take blah, 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 and then you have to go pay a lot of money to take it. So now you have the opportunity to take some electives, broaden your horizons, see where maybe you have a passion in something you never knew you had. So take a look at this video, see if there's something that interests you, climb out of your box, open up your mind, and have a great time with our video.
Hi everyone, my name is Mr. Hughes. I teach band and choir here at Charles Best. And here are ways that you can get involved in music when you come into the school in grade 9. So if you already have been doing band in middle school and you want to continue on, you take the regular band 9 class. This class is always combined with grade 10 band students so that we have quite a number. This year I think there's about 80 who are involved in band. This year obviously looks a little bit different than most years. We are in smaller groups, in groups of 25, 26. Just to make sure that we can stay distanced, but usually we will rehearse all together, and hopefully that'll be the case by next year or sometime into next year that we will be rehearsing together. If you started band in middle school and then stopped and regret that, or you'd like to start as a beginner, grade 9 is still the last chance that you can do that. You can still take band when you were in grade 9 as a beginner, and what I'll do is teach you a little bit extra on top of what you're doing in class just to sort of get you caught up to the other band students. So still an option. So if you're already in band and you want to do more, we also have jazz band at the school. Jazz band's also grade 9 and 10 combined. So if you already play saxophone, trumpet, trombone, piano, bass, drums, guitar, you could join. And definitely if you also play another instrument like flute or clarinet, you could learn to play a saxophone pretty easy. It's a pretty easy switch from one instrument to another, and you can join jazz band and be involved in the 2 groups at the school. If you are more of a singer or you'd like to be a singer, we have a choir and a vocal jazz group. Both of those are in the morning, so you take that before school starts, and that way you don't have to give up an elective to do that. Concert choir, 2 mornings a week, made up of grades 9 through 12, and it could be anywhere from 60 to 100 depending on how many people sign up. This year we've been rehearsing in our small gym just so that we can stay distanced, but usually we're in this room here as well. For people who are already singing and want to do some more singing, our vocal jazz group is a smaller group. It is by audition, which means at the beginning of the year you will have to do an audition for me just to see if you can handle the material, because it is a little bit more challenging. Vocal jazz has 16 kids in it this year, up to possibly 20. With different style of music, obviously. We'll do jazz, we'll do pop. We also will do the class using microphones, and we use a rhythm section made up of piano, bass, and drums to perform with. In a regular year, all the groups do 4 major performances, and then usually a couple of other smaller ones. This year what we've been doing is we've been doing recordings and sending video of our sort of virtual concert. So that's what we've been doing this year. And at the end of this video, I'm going to give you a little bit of the junior jazz band that has been rehearsing since the beginning of the year, and we re-recorded this song in December, so just a little bit of an idea of what our junior jazz band sounds like this year. So most important thing to remember, if you're interested and want to be involved in band or choir, you absolutely can do so. As far as experience level, as long as you're interested, it doesn't matter to me what your experience is. I can teach you to do it. All right? Hope to see you here next year. Thanks.
drama here at Dr. Charles Best Secondary, and I've been doing that for about the past 20 years. Now, you might ask yourself why you want to take this course, or why drama might be for you, or how Charles Best's drama program might be different than any other drama program you've taken. And I can honestly say that it's proven itself over the past 20 years to be a pretty good course to take if you're looking to improve your communication skill. If you're looking to improve your level of confidence and the way you interact with other people, you need to take drama. It will help improve you in so many fundamental ways. If you understand the way that communication really makes sense and applies to all of the other courses that you take in this school. And it may be something that you haven't considered. Really, we don't just sit around here pretending to be rocks and trees. We really learn how to negotiate with one another, how to make social contact, and most importantly, how to have fun. Because in the scheme of things, I think that that's primarily what some students miss when they come to high school and they get all serious about their academics. They don't understand that they need to detox. Now, we work here in drama, and we work pretty hard in class every day on developing scenes and developing worlds that we can communicate in and ways that we can relate to one another that we may not be able to view in any other way if we don't take the stage. Which, by the way, is where this video is being shot right now. Now, normally you'd be listening to me live on stage, performing this very same talk or one really similar to it. So, it starts in drama 9, and then it goes to drama 10, and then there's drama 11 and drama 12. But if you think that perhaps the stage isn't for you, there's also stagecraft. A lively crew of people who meet Tuesdays and Thursdays after school and help support many of the extracurricular programs that we do here, or plays rather, that we do here at Charles Best. You might want to think about taking that as well, because if you're an artist, if you can paint, if you can move sets, if you can do any kind of carpentry, or if you've even thought about that, if you want to do lights or sound, or build any imaginary world that you can think of, it starts here in the drama program at Dr. Charles Best Secondary. So remember, when you're filling out your elective form, I'm Mr. Case, and this is the drama program.
Hi guys, my name is Mr. Wiscar, and I teach drafting at Charles Best Secondary. In Drafting 9, you're going to learn some of the principles and techniques around technical drawing. Technical drawing is a broad subject. It includes a lot of different things, but we're going to start off with learning some of the fundamentals by doing some hand drawing. We'll learn about views. We'll do some isometric views. We'll learn about floor planning, as you can see behind me. Some former students have drawn those. And we'll learn how to use all of the hand drafting tools that have been traditionally used, such as T-squares, set triangles, and scale rulers. After we master our hand drafting, we'll move into using some of the technology that is used today in the industry. After we learn the fundamentals of hand drawing, we start learning the basics of some software that's used in the industry today. One program is called AutoCAD, and we'll learn how to do some floor planning and drawing some simple 3D and 2D shapes. And then we learn a program called Fusion 360, which is a 3D modeling software. And we can use these skills to draw some objects that we can actually print on the 3D printer. Students have made in the past objects such as phone stands, keychains, simple boxes, or simple machines. And you can really make anything that you put your mind to. We can also use the skills that we learn in Fusion and AutoCAD to utilize the laser cutter. And there's different projects we can do, such as cutting and etching. A project I did with my grade 11-12 students this year was designing a Christmas ornament, which turned out great. So I hope to see you guys down in the drafting room, where we can play with some 3D printers and some laser cutters. All right, see you soon, guys. Take care. Welcome to the wood shop. My name is Mr. Wiscar. I teach woodworking at Dr. Charles Best. In woodworking, you're going to learn how to safely use all the machines to make some pretty cool projects. It's a big step up from middle school because unlike in middle school, you're going to use all the machines. You're going to use the table saw, chop saw, the joiner, the thickness planer, all the machines. So we also make some pretty cool projects, and I'll just show you some. So one project we make in grade 9 is the footstool. Very nice. It's got a nice lacquer coat, so it's nice and shiny, very durable. Another thing we make is a birdhouse. Nice quality birdhouse. We learned the box joint on this one. Double decker, very deluxe. When you get into senior woodworking, I'll show you some of the senior projects. A beautiful end grain cutting board. These cutting boards sell for a lot of money on Amazon. Here's a beautiful walnut cutting board. Again, very expensive online if you Google these, hundreds of dollars. So you can make something nice for your parents. I make deck furniture as well. So this is a deck chair made out of cedar. It also comes in a set with an ottoman, side table, and there's also a larger table that you can make if you wanted to. All made out of cedar, all really nice, really comfortable chairs. We also have various decorative boxes, again using that box joint. There's many more options such as different furniture items, desks, side tables, storage units. There's all kinds of anything that you can think of. As long as there's a plan for it, we can make it in the wood shop. So anyways. I hope you take woodshop, and looking forward to seeing you next year.
This is a demonstration of some of our electronics projects. I'm Mr. Jago, I teach electronics, and these are some student-produced projects. These are sound generators. They will actually go to the music, so as the bass, treble, and mids speak out on the speakers, they will actually follow that along with the lights. So it's pretty cool, especially this time of year. We have different colors in there. Okay, these are some other products that we make in electronics. Alright, so this is a strobe light. So this is actually a very fast blinking light you can see in a strobe. So if you don't like blinking lights, you may want to close your eyes for a minute. Alright, so we usually put that on with some music in the background. It sounds like you're having a party to me. Alright, and we got a couple other projects here that we like to show you. This particular project is a game. On one setting, if you bump into the wire, the light goes off, and then you pass it over to your friend on the other setting, and it sparks and shocks and gives them a good jolt if they make a mistake. But of course, you can always tell your friend ahead of time, if you want. This particular product has been banned on several floors of the school. Some teachers find it mildly annoying. I don't know, as long as it's not in here, I think it's a pretty good project. And we have some other projects that blink in lights, and that's kind of what we do down here. We make things blink, we make lights. We have lots of fun. Any of the shop courses you're going to take, there's no homework for it, so don't worry about that. You do everything inside this room. Okay? So we have lots of different things. Do many different stuff. This one here is something you really do to hear down the hallway. So if you want to hear what people are talking about you plug your headphones in and it collects the sound and it amplifies it for what's going on down the end of the hallway. Okay. This is a iPhone charger or any kind of charger you want, USB port on that. We do some Arduino stuff. So here's an Arduino project. This is more like a Magic 8-ball game. You push the button and it cycles through a bunch of different sayings and that. It goes in one of our cases, which we make ourselves with our 3D printer, which you hear about in drafting as well. And this is an Arduino product as well. It's a happy little cloud. And it keeps you feeling nice and excited with the different colors that go through. Okay? And we have some other products you can make that amplify some sound and things like that. So if you have someone put some different speakers onto your MP3 music device, you can use that as well. And we make different light shows and things like that. And we generally have a great time. Right? You do a lot of products in here. Some of them made from scratch, which means we give you just parts and you put them all together. And we're not expecting that you know anything about electronics. We will teach you everything that you need to know. Okay, so that's Electronics 9. Hope to see you in September. Okay, I'm Mr. Jago. This is a bit of what we do in Technology 9. Okay, so Technology 9, we have a lot of fun. We do a lot of different projects, and we teach you a lot of stuff you're going to need to know later on in your life. Some of the things we do competition-based projects a lot. So this is a magnetic levitation track, and you make your own vehicle. And the vehicle is on magnets, and it hovers above the track and floats. And we use a fan to push it down the track, and how far you go is how good your mark is. And then we do things like sometimes we make ping pong ball launchers, and we can edit that out. We can, fire those things off, and we use them. We have a point sail, we shoot at the target, we don't shoot at our friends, and sometimes accidents can happen. We go from there, right? Also, what we're looking at is we're making our own bows, okay? So we do make our own bows, and we're going to make our own arrows. This is one of the arrows from our archery club. But yeah, it works really well. And they fire pretty good, so we can't really play with this. It's not a toy. It is actually something we're going to have to be real careful with. But we do make our own bows, right? And another big project we're taking on this year is we're going to teach you guys how to build a house. Only obviously in grade 9 we're not building a whole house. We're going to do that next year when you're in grade 10, 11, and 12 when you take skills exploration, intro to trades. We'll build an entire house, and we'll take a look at those in a couple of minutes. But this is something that you're going to build. It's a house that's smaller, or perhaps a dog. And I'll teach you how to frame it all in. And we'll frame a doorway in, we'll frame our walls, we'll put it on the floor, we'll even build a roof for some of them. And if your dog is anything like my dog, they're going to need a light to read with at night. So we're going to actually wire in a light bulb, and you'll come in the door, your dog, and use your paw, you turn on the light switch, and you'll actually have power running to your doghouse. So we do lots of good things in it, lots of fun. A lot of stuff is competition, some of the stuff is working with a team. This is obviously not a competition, but you'll be working with some other people, and you'll learn how to frame. And all the things you learn in here are exactly how your house is built. Okay? We're going to build it actually to building code. So your house is built like this, and if you can do this, you can build a house. Okay? And it's going to help you out later on. Now, we talked about skills exploration, the intro to trades course. You'll take that in grade 11, or in grade 10, you can sign up for grade 11 courses. And you're going to take these things and finish them off, and you'll be making a bigger house, full size, not quite full size, but full height. And you'll have power in there for and you'll have electrical, you'll have plumbing, and you'll put some drywall on there to learn how to do all those things and figure out maybe that's a route you want to go to if you sign up for that one. And our archery that we do here actually ties into another course that we are teaching now. We teach a fly fishing course. So it's a course you take, you get credits for as any other course in the school, only we do fly fishing. We do fishing and outdoor activities. We do things like we use our 3D printer, make our own fishing bobbers. Okay. We learn how to do things like paracord bracelets. Okay. You'll also learn how to fly fish. You'll how to fish with a regular rod if you do that as well. You'll also learn a bunch of archery in there too. We'll teach you how to do that archery. And we're also looking at making our own fishing nets. So this is the net I made. It's a catch and release net, so you don't have to worry about getting the fish too stressed out about it. It's really good so far. 100% success releasing the fish with this net. Haven't had one get stuck in it yet. Okay. And so those are some of the courses we're teaching. That's Tech 9, and Tech 9 leads into a couple other ones like fly fishing and into the trades courses as well. Okay, thank you. Okay, welcome to the shop. So I talked about Tech 9 and Electronics 9 was in the classroom area of our shop, and this is the shop portion. And you'll see behind me a very large building. This particular one was built by our apprenticeship class. So they're a full-on adult level course learning to be electricians and learn to make a lot of money. And they're wiring this all up according to code for a normal house. It's obviously a little bit smaller, but it's still pretty big. And around the corner is the skills exploration course. So you'll go, as you come to the shop, see all our new tools that we got, and a lot of space. You'll be using all the tools yourself. So no more hand tools really for us anymore. We're moving on to power tools. Okay? And don't forget the most important thing down here is no homework. Okay? And this is for the skills exploration course. So this is the skills exploration intro to trades in grade 11 when you learn the plumbing and some of this stuff. And they're also about to start wiring, so we're a little bit ahead of time for them. But they've got their windows in, they've got their doors built, and they will learn all the wiring on a slightly smaller scale than the electricians would because there's just not enough time. But more or less, you could build yourself a cabin in the woods. You could pretty much build your own house by the time you're done these courses, if you choose to. And it's a great way to lead into some other courses later on. But this is it. You get to use all the big stuff now. All right. So hope to see you in September or February when you sign up for the course.
Madame Marsh. I'm the core French teacher here at Dr. Charles Best Secondary. Welcome to our virtual tour. I'm here to talk to you about the benefits of taking core French. I would say the number one benefit to me of learning French is travel opportunities. So this extends to both international travel opportunities as well as domestic travel within Canada. Internationally, there are many, many countries around the world that are French speaking. So by being able to speak French, you'll have a lot more opportunity to participate in the culture and to enjoy your travels. Here at home, there are a lot of wonderful opportunities offered by the federal government where they will sponsor you to participate in language learning opportunities, in work opportunities in Francophone regions, as well as other opportunities such as going to Ottawa, where you can meet lots of other young people from around the country, speak French, and learn about a profession that interests you. There are lots of wonderful things out there, so you need to have French to do those things. Along the same lines, at the end of grade 12, we offer the opportunity for DELF certification. This is an internationally known certificate that indicates to people what you're able to do in French. So when you do this exam, it will indicate to post-secondary institutions and employers what you're capable of. Post-secondary is something else I should mention. Many of you may be aware that you do require at least a grade 11 language to attend many post-secondary institutions. So of course, core French would meet those requirements. More importantly though, to me, it's fun. I think we have a lot of fun in the class. We go through the program together and really get to know one another and become a kind of a family. So it's something that I really enjoy. I think the students enjoy it. I hope that you will enjoy it. And I hope that I will see you in French 9. Merci beaucoup. Au revoir.
Hi everyone, welcome grade 8 students. I'm so disappointed you can't come for a tour this year, but hopefully we'll meet you all next year. My name is Senora Viswanathan and I'm one of the Spanish teachers here at Charles Best. We also have Senorita Thomas and Senor McDonald that teach Spanish. We're going to tell you a little bit about why you might want to take Spanish next year. We actually have a special guest that's going to ask you some trivia questions. Let's see if you guys know the answers.
Hola chicos, soy Dora. ¿Cómo estás hoy? I have a few questions for you. Let's see who knows the answers. Do you know what the capital of Spain is?
If you said Madrid, you're right.
Do you know what the most popular sport is in Spanish-speaking countries?
If you said soccer or football, you're correct.
Okay, chicos, now we're going to look at what it's like to be in a Spanish class at Dr. Charles Best, and maybe even hear from another student.
Yo te miro y se me corta la respiración. Cuando tú me miras se me sube el corazón. Me palpita lento el corazón. Y en un silencio tu mirada dice mil palabras. La noche en la que te suplico que no salga el sol. Bailando.
I should take Spanish next year because the review games before tests are very great.
Adiós chicos, hasta luego.
Adiós, nos vemos el próximo año.
Hi there, I'm Mr. Eccles. I am an art teacher here at Charles Best. You'll be coming here next year. This short video is going to give you a little bit of information about our programs here and why it would be a good idea for you to take art in this school. So what I'm going to do is show you a few images of the kind of work we do here and talk a little bit about the different disciplines and hopefully give you a picture about what it looks like. And I'm going to have you look at those images instead of my head. Here we go. So Some of these are the things that we've been doing this year, and some of these are from projects from kids from years past, mostly last year, I think. Every year I have my kids make sketchbooks for them to work through. So here are a few different sketchbooks, different grades, Art 9, as you can see, some small paintings, a variety of printmaking assignments. I'll just move this one around so you can see. Do some printmaking with the grade 9s. So in grade 9, you'll be doing some drawing and some painting and some sculpture and some printmaking and perhaps some ceramics and those kinds of things. Some of these shoe drawings you're seeing now are from an assignment that I'm doing with my grade 9s right now. So what I have them do is kind of check out Vans and Converse shoes and make a variety of different images from them. So this is the messy art room that we work in, and I'm going to show you a few more images as we go through. So this large charcoal drawing that you see here, this is also a grade 9 work. It's something that I've been doing every year with grade 9s. It's kind of frightening at first when you see something this big, but in the end it gets very successful and teaches you a lot about drawing. So these are some grade 9 works as well from last year, and obviously a big old elephant's head. So drawing, painting, sculpture, printmaking, ceramics. We do a whole variety of things to give you an opportunity to see what it's like to work in a high school art program. So from my program to the animation programs and ceramics programs around the school, there's a wide variety of things to choose from. And you should choose it because art is more important than everything else you might possibly learn in high school. I'm Mr. Eccles, and thank you a lot.
Hey grade 9s, we're sorry that we can't see you in person, but I wanted to tell you about some of the options available at home ec. First of all, we have Textiles. Textiles 9 allows you to really be creative and sew a bunch of different things. We as a class usually talk about what we are going to make. In the past, we've made leggings, we've made bags, we've made hats, we've made hoodies, we've made shorts. You've got lots of time to sew. Everybody gets their own sewing machine, so hey, no sharing, isn't that great? For those of you who think that only girls sew, that is so not true. There are tons and tons of men in the fashion industry. We talk about where our clothing comes from. We talk about things to do when we're done with our clothes. And if you're like, wow, I want to take Textiles 9, but I can't fit it in my schedule, no problem. We have Textiles 11 and Textiles 12, where you make even more amazing things. In Textiles 12, you totally get to make whatever you want. I've had students make jeans. I've had students make swimsuits. I've had students design their own patterns. The world is your oyster. Now, if you're thinking, I kind of like fashion, but I don't want to sew, in grade 10, 11, and 12, you can take a course called Fashion Industry 12, which is all about the fashion industry. So we talk about designers, we talk about fashion shows, we talk about how to market clothing and sell clothing. So it's all about fashion, but you don't get to use one of these. So textiles and fashion, some choices for you in the home ec department. Welcome to home ec, and this time we're going to talk about foods classes. In grade 9, you can take Food Studies 9, and what we do in Food Studies 9 is we look at breakfast, lunches, and dinners. So for example, pancakes. Who doesn't love pancakes? Well, I'm sure there's somebody who doesn't, but we just ignore that person and eat their pancakes. You can make veggie burgers, you can make chili, and at the very end of the course, you have a mac and cheese off that's judged, and the winner gets the Golden Spoon Award. Food Studies 9 is fabulous. You get lots of opportunity to learn about food and to cook with people in the class. Now let's say you can't get into Food Studies 9, or you love Food Studies 9 and want to take more foods. Well, don't you worry. We have Food Studies 11 and Food Studies 12. Food Studies 11 is a culinary journey around the world, and we look at foods from different continents: Asia, the Americas, Africa, Europe, and the Caribbean. And we get a chance to try all sorts of really cool foods, some of which you know tons about and you could be the expert, and some foods you may have never tried before. And then in Food Studies 12, my theory is at some point in the day or some point in life, you are either going to move on your own or you're going to come home, the locks have been changed, and there's a sign that says, we moved to Florida, see ya. So you're going to have to make food for yourself, and that's what Food Studies 12 is all about. We look at different parts of a meal, so we look at appetizers, and we look at side dishes, and we look at entrees, and we look at desserts, which is really cool. You get a chance to do your Food Safe certificate, which is all about making sure that you make food safely so that other people don't get sick from what you've eaten, and that's Food Studies 12.
Hey guys, my name is Mr. Yu, your future ceramics teacher. Well, I have a question for you. What are you looking for in choosing an elective course next year? Well, do you enjoy problem solving? Maybe like fun challenges in relaxing environment? Just love working with hands? Maybe you may feel like you're not as artistic as your friends, but want just to see and realize your artistic potential. You want to work in gaming industry when you grow up? You know you're artistic and creative, and you want to expand your artistic skills? Maybe you just want a teacher who has a Korean accent. Then this is it. Ceramics 9. Oh, sorry. Hi, I'm Mr. Yu. That was Mr. Pumpkin over there. All right, so I want to show you some examples of what my students created so you get a pretty good idea. So here they are. Okay, so you met Mr. Pumpkin, and it's an island project and something. Good project. Yeah, mugs. Oh, honey. No honey. Oh, very artistic mug. And this is the classroom. And oops, now you know it's Christmas time. And some interesting looking projects. Oh no, I don't know the lady's name, but you know. Some things. Oh, I know this guy, Cyclops. All right, somebody's shop. Oh, Monster Inc. hiding. Okay, cookie jar. Oh, cookie jar that does not open. Donut shop, somebody's house. Okay, and this is the ceramics room. Well, I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself. I just enjoy helping my students to be successful in this class. So this is Ceramics 9, guys. Ceramics 9. I look forward to teaching you. I'll say goodbye for now.
Hi guys! So today we are going to be telling you about a class that's offered at Charles Best called Social Responsibility, which is an independent directed study class. In this class we do all sorts of projects and we connect with people all around the world, which is super cool.
You choose your topic and then you break it down into 3 rounds of research and then you answer the big question. That's all you have to do. And the interesting part about this is that you're getting graded on a topic that you're choosing, that you find it interesting to you.
So the second kind of project that you can choose to do is an action project. There's 3 steps. The first one is to reflect on ways you think you can give back. The second step is to take action. And the third step is to share what you did with the rest of the group. This is a super cool project because it gives you the chance to kind of make the world a better place and to give back to the community.
Hello, my name is Shiva, and this year I'm doing an inquiry project. My question is, are celebrities toxic for society? I've been researching this because I'm interested to see if idolizing people makes us lose our individuality or if it builds our morals.
Hello everyone, my name is Karen, and in Butterfly Effect this year, my inquiry question was how music affects different living beings, both emotionally and physically.
Hi, my name is Lucas, and this is my first year at the Butterfly Effects program. So my inquiry project is called Should Food Manufacturers Use Food Coloring to Attract Young Children?
My current inquiry question is, why are people attracted to cults? I chose this question because it is something that I think about quite often, but I usually don't have the time or the opportunity to learn about it.
How we connect with the Kenyans is through Zoom calls and by communicating through a website called pamojabutterfly.com. This is where students can post their actions and research they have done. On each post, you can comment, and from there, you can start a conversation with one of the students from Kenya.
Each year, we choose a student in Kenya and sponsor their education. For this, we do several fundraisers. Social responsibility is well known for our chapati sales, which are delicious treats that have raised hundreds of dollars in the past.
Social responsibility students also have the chance to go on a variety of field trips, including entertainment excursions like bowling and brainstorming events with other schools that also support social responsibility and Pamoja. To wrap up this presentation, I would like to ask any and all students that are interested in taking this course next year to please select social responsibility on the course selection form. Hope to see some of you next year.
Hi there, it's Miss Murphy here. So I'm hoping that this little video has been very helpful to you, and I'm hoping that it's given you answers to your many questions. But if you need more information, please refer to the course catalog on our website. For more information on course electives and part of the course selection program, please ask questions of our counselors. You can email them or look on our website. Thanks a lot.